Before we go ahead and jump into the tutorial, I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to this video's sponsor. Big shout out to the Coldest Water. These guys have made an amazing branded Coldest Water bottle. It is amazing. For those of you guys that don't know, I live in Tucson, Arizona. It gets extremely hot. In the past month, it's been starting to get up in there into the high 90s. I work on the outside a lot. I work in hot conditions and stuff like that, and this water bottle has kept my water cold the whole time. I've woken up with ice still in my water bottle after filling it the day before. It is phenomenal. I don't know what they do, whatever, but this thing works so good, and I wouldn't advertise a product if I wasn't actually fully confident in it. This water bottle was sent to me for free by them, which is really cool. They even went ahead and engraved it with my YouTube channel as well. But I'm actually probably going to end up picking up an even bigger one because I just love this product so much. Definitely recommend checking it out, guys. It's starting to get into summer. A lot of you guys might be looking for water bottles, going back to school. You know, nobody likes water that's hot. Everybody likes their water cool, and the Coldest water bottle does just that. It keeps your water cold for long periods of time, and the best thing about it is that it has a year-long warranty where if you buy it, you don't like it, you can return within a year and get your money back. But this thing is built to last. It's strong, durable. I've dropped it a couple times, and this thing has no signs of being torn up. Compared to Hydro Flask and all those other Yetis and stuff like that, this thing blows them out of the water in its insulation capabilities and also its durability, which my Hydro Flask I had before was dropped a couple times and had multiple dents and stuff like that, and this thing has held up just fine. Definitely recommend checking them out. Their product links are going to be down in the description. They do a weekly giveaway that you can enter, so you can try to get one of these bottles for free. And as well as if you do want to support the channel and you are interested in picking yourself up a Coldest Water, you can go ahead and use my affiliate link and use code GAR10 for 10% off your order. So definitely recommend checking out. It supports the channel, and you guys get a really cool water bottle and one that's going to last you a very long time. So definitely recommend checking them out. Again, a big thanks to Coldest Water for making this video, or sponsoring this video. And with that, let's go ahead and move on with the rest of the video. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here, bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be going ahead and building the T-26. The T-26 was a tank designed by the Soviet Union, used during many conflicts of the interwar period and in World War II. It was the development of the British Vickers 6-ton tank and was one of the most successful tank designs of the 1930s, until its light armor became vulnerable to newer anti-tank guns. It was produced in greater numbers than any other tank of the period, with more than 11,000 units manufactured. During the 1930s, the USSR developed 53 variants of the T-26, including flamethrower tanks, combat engineering vehicles, remotely controlled tanks, self-propelled guns, artillery tractors, and armored carriers. 23 of these were series produced, others were experimental models. So yeah, really interesting vehicle here, the T-26, a very iconic kind of early war tank for the Soviet Union. It was kind of like one of their main real tanks, to say the very least, and being fielded and stuff like that during that time. So definitely a perfect vehicle to have in kind of any of your early World War II, and really honestly throughout the entire period of World War II. However, you would definitely see this more as a prominent tank in frontline conflicts, definitely in the early stages of World War II. But overall, really nice vehicle, and a pretty fun one with that, you know, and a nice Soviet tank to add to our World War II lineup, which I feel like we don't visit the Soviet Union too much from World War II, so nice to kind of come back and build from them. Anyways, let's go and take a look here at the vehicle, see exactly what we're building, and obviously go into the tutorial from there. So, starting off with, we have the vehicle here with the main gun. I believe, if I remember correctly, the gun was a 45mm gun, so pretty powerful gun for such a small tank. Obviously a coaxial machine gun, the turret itself, the tank chassis and all that stuff, and that's pretty much the tank. Nice, straightforward little small light tank, and again will be an awesome one to field on your battlegrounds or whatever where you have the Soviet Union involved. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layers. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layers, and be going ahead and start with layers 0 and 1. For these layers to go ahead and get started for the build, we want to go ahead and very simply place down another brick upside down stair, like so. And then we're going to go back from the stair by breaking blocks in the ground. We're going to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we're going to place down nether brick blocks in those 6 spaces like so. On the back here of that end of that row of 6, we're just going to place down another nether brick upside down stair. At this point here, we're going to go and skip a space from the stairs, place down a dark oak with top slab, same thing over here, and then coming off this dark oak with top slab in direction toward the front and also toward the back, we're going to place down some grindstones like so. After that we have that done, we're going to go and place down iron frames on the grindstones, and in those iron frames we're going to go and place down green terracotta blocks. We're also going to take dark oak wood signs, and we're going to place down dark oak wood signs here on the sides of these dark oak wood slabs. After we have that all complete, we want to go and then grab ourselves dark oak wood top slabs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 over from that first grindstone, and then on the back here we want to go ahead and go to this dark oak wood top slab. And actually, let me just double check here, and yep, it is going to be this dark oak wood top slab. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 over as well, and we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some dark oak wood trapdoors. We're going to place down a row of 3 of trapdoors across like so. After that we can just fill in the space here on the bottom here, just to go ahead and completely fill in the base here for the tank. Once we get to this point, we're going to go ahead and place down another brick upstairs stair up here on this side, and we're going to go and basically do the same exact thing we did for the tracks, just over here to the left side. So we're going to have our 6 blocks in the ground of nether brick like so, followed by another brick upstairs stair, top slab, grindstones here, and our signs on the side of the top slabs, and then item frames here on the side of the grindstones, and green terracotta blocks in those item frames. So just like that, and that right there is going to do it for our base of our tank, and with that, that is going to complete layer number 1 for the build, or layers 0 for 1 I should say. With that, let's go ahead and move into layer number 2. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our second layer here, we have layer number 2. For layer 2, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a green shulker box on top of this nether brick upside stair here, just like this to both sides like so. After that, we want to go and then place down another brick wall that's going to be coming off these stairs like so. And we can go ahead and use our give command here and get ourselves a debug stick. So give at p, and we'll type in debug stick here. And we can go and use a debug stick to go ahead and select the properties of the walls and change it so that they face, or they actually connect up to our shulker boxes. Now, if you do not have access to this debug stick, you can go ahead and very simply just use a green terracotta block instead of the shulker boxes here. But these shulker boxes give us this nice extra detail around these sprocket wheels. Anyways, either way is kind of up to you guys. Going ahead, continuing on, we want to go ahead and then place down a dark oak wood button on these 2 shulker boxes here, and then we're going to go and grab an item frame and a cobweb. We're going to place on an item frame like so, and then a cobweb. Now if you're on Bedrock, you're not able to do this feature. If you're on Java, you can. If you're on Bedrock, a good alternative is to go ahead and not do the button and instead do the item frame with the cobweb there in the center. But if you're on Java, you can go ahead and place these 2 in the same block space. Anyways, after we get to this point here, we're going to take our dark oak wood slabs, we're going to place down a row of 3 across the center here, followed by 2 dark oak wood stairs like this to the side, and then a green terracotta block like so. We're going to go to the sides here. We're going to take our nether brick top slabs. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 back, followed by 1, 2, and 3 nether brick slabs. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3 nether brick top slabs, then 1, 2, and 3 regular slabs, and then a dark oak wood slab here on the very end. We then want to go and grab ourselves some dark oak wood signs, and we're going to place down dark oak wood signs on the side of this top slab here, and this half slab. Same thing over here. This top slab, and this half slab. After that, we're going to want to go ahead and then take our green terracotta, just fill in the rows of 3 across. So we have 1 row, 2, 3, 4, and 5 rows of 3 going across here. And we want to then place down a row of 3 of mossy cobblestone walls across the very back, like so. Coming off these dark oak wood slabs, we're going to place down a dark oak wood top slab to both sides. We then want to place down a row of 2 of acacia wood top slabs across, and acacia wood sign coming off the sides of the top slabs like so. And then lastly, a wither skeleton skull that's going to be coming off the side of the top slab, like so, to the side there. After that's all done, that's going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer number 2. Looking at from above, this is what we should have for the top-down view. With that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we moved into layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a green carpet on top of these 2 walls here, and then we want to place down 2 dark oak trapdoors back from those carpets. After we have that done, we want to go and then place down a mossy cobblestone wall to both ends like so, and then 2 green terracotta blocks over, followed by a stripped spruce wood block over here to this side. We then want to place down an item frame, a black bit in the item frame, rotate on its side, and again, if you're on Java, we can go and place a spruce wood sign over the item frame like so to create a kind of a nicer look there. But again, if you're just on Bedrock, you can go ahead and very simply just use the item frame with the black bit in the item frame. After that though, we're going to go then place down a dark oak trapdoor on top of the stair here, an item frame coming off of it, And we want to go and then grab a snowball, and we're going to place down a snowball in the item frame, like so. After that's done, we're going to take our green terracotta, we're going to place down 2 more rows of 3, going back down the center here, and then 2 mossy cobblestone walls to both sides. After we get to this point, over here on the left side, we're going to place down a grindstone. And we then want to go and go back from the grindstone with 2 green carpets back like so. If you're on Java, we can go ahead and place the item frame on the side of the grindstone and a green terracotta block in the grindstone like so. Over here to the other side, the right side, we're going to place down 2 spruce wood slabs. And we're going to place down 2 spruce wood signs there along the side of those slabs. We then want to place down a grindstone coming off this slab here. And we're going to place down an item frame on this outside of the grindstone. And then on the inside here, we're going to place down 2 green carpets over. And if you're on Java, again, we can place down an item frame here on the side of the grindstone and a green terracotta block in the item frame. We're going to go then place down a dark oak wood stair on top of that mossy cobblestone wall. And going back from the stair, we're going to place down a ladder. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a polished blackstone button, and we're going to place down a polished blackstone button on top of this acacia wood top slab. Just like that. After that, we then want to go and place down a row of 2 of dark oak wood slabs down the center here. And then to the sides of those dark oak wood slabs, we're going to place down 2 daylight detectors to both sides. With that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 3. Here's what it looks like from up above. And with that, we'll go ahead and move into our next layers, our final layers here for the build, layers 4 and 5. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our final layers, we have layers 4 through 5. For these layers here to start with, we're going to be going ahead and go into this green terracotta block. We're going to place down a dark oak wood upstairs stair on top of it, followed by 1, 2, and 3 end rods coming off like that for the main gun. On both sides of the stair, we're going to place down a zombie head, except for the zombie head on the right side, we're going to place down a chain coming off of it like that, facing forward. We then want to place down another green terracotta block here, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides of the block. We're going to place down a row of 3 of green terracotta blocks across, a dark oak wood button on both ends, and then another green terracotta block here in the center, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides as well. Then going to the top here, we're going to place down a daylight detector on top of this stair. Going back from it, we're going to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs, so 1, 2, 3, and we then want to go ahead and go to the walls here. We're going to place down a zombie head at about a 45-degree angle on top of these walls, and then a spruce wood slab to both sides. And then for this back section here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence post to the left side. And then we're going to go ahead and then place down a zombie head on this mossy cobblestone wall like that, again at a 45-degree angle, like so. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and grab some flower pots, and on the turret here, we're just going to place down flower pots on top of those zombie heads, like so. With that all complete, we're going to go ahead and just do a few minor things here also, and that's going to be placing down a green carpet on top of this spruce wood block. And then right here, if you are on Java, we can go and grab ourselves an item frame. And we can place down an item frame here on top of this block with a green terracotta block. If you're on Bedrock, you're not able to do this because we do have that button that's taking up that block space. So if that's the case, just keep the button and disregard the item frame. Anyways though, that right there is going to complete my design here for the T-26 Soviet light tank. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. If you do use this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This will be a link from the side of the build, link to my channel or this video if this does appear on your social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for your free reserve for projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. And with that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett204, and I'll see you guys next time.